God, I haven't talked about it. Yeah, so I think it was Rogan or my brother sent me an interview of Max Holloway. He goes, "What's wrong with him?" Yeah, I was like, "God, it's probably him just cutting weight." And I have some a close buddy who's in his camp who I text like, "What's going on, man?" He didn't get back to me, so like, that can't be good. And then I saw more interviews. And I saw Bisping, who I love, goes. He's doing an interview on UFC tonight. He goes, "Did you just get out of bed? What's wrong with you, man? You seem out of Bisping." I see him talking. I'm like, "Dude, something's not good." Then you look at the open workout. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? And I don't know if it's come out what exactly happened. He must got clipped or concussed in training camp and cutting the weight. But I heard when he was cutting weight, I heard he got real scary. That's when his team was like, we need to rush him to the hospital right now. Where I heard there was kind of it got so scary where a doctor was like, this could be a sign of a small fucking not a heart attack, but stroke.
Oh, shizzle.
So that was the last word I got of it, and then I didn't. Once I heard that, I love Max. I'm such a fan of Max, and I love him as a human being. I don't care what was going on with UFC. I just want Max to be okay. I don't care when Max is coming back. I don't care, how much money. None of that. I just want to make sure Max is okay. Once we find out that, then it's on to Brian Ortega, who also I'm close with Henry Gracie and Brian. As soon as I heard Max out of the fight, I texted and called Henry and Brian Ortega. I went, do not take, I'm not saying they listen to my advice, but this was my advice to them. Do not take any other fight. They're going to say, we need you to save this card. This is what's best for you. We need you to help us out here. You do not bend or break. You wait. You only fight for a title. No interim belts. Don't let him pull some last second replacement with Frankie Edgar or Jeremy Stevens. You do none of that. That has never worked out for anyone. Ask Frankie Edgar, who you just murdered. That has never, ever worked out for anyone. Trust me, you're the number one featherweight in the world, not named Max Holloway. Max Holloway will figure his stuff out.
Max Holloway, man, I really don't know what's happening with that guy. I just hope that it's nothing life-threatening. Excuse the pun there. I know the sport he's involved in is extremely life-threatening. What I mean is, I hope that they get to the bottom of this issue before it becomes an even bigger issue. Simply because, well, to me, I'm not a health professional or anything like that, but it sounds like all of Max's symptoms, well, all of Max's issues with the weight cutting and the sparring, it's all like, duh, of course he was going to faint, or of course something was going to happen, you know? Not to mention the fact that fight week comes with a whole lot of pressure for fighters. It's almost like the last 2 weeks before a fight, that's when all the tension comes through. That's when all the additional stress comes through. That's when the little tests before a fight really push fighters towards the edge, if not beyond the edge. And again, man, I think that all of these things add up to one. I don't want to call it a simple conclusion, but it could be that all of these things, the weight cutting, the sparring, the general training, the media run, add that up to exhaustion on top of the fact that he's recovering from a concussion. And you are bound to come up with a formula that gives you this. Now, the problem is once you find all of the issues that he has to deal with, more likely than not, there won't be a cure for it. Like, there's no cure, there's no medical cure for like exhaustion. I don't think there's a cure for concussion. If there is, let me know. Weight cutting, duh, it's not good for you. Your body's probably gonna respond in a bad way if it's coupled with all of the other stresses, e.g., the concussion, right? I don't know, man. I just hope that Max is okay. Max is a solid athlete. He's a world class fighter, and honestly speaking, I think his best days are ahead of him. I think he has yet to reach his prime. I like his energy, man, and this really bummed me out because after I saw that fight card, was I didn't see the whole thing. I only saw the last two fights, Ngannou and DC. Of course, DC was impressive. But if Max Holloway and Brian Ortega happened, I think that fight card would have been one of the best, man. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.
By unanimous decision. I see you walking around. You've been screaming George, even though you just beat BJ Penn in an outstanding fight. What's on your mind right now?
I don't think George is hurt. I think he's scared. I think he's scared to fight everybody right now. What's up? Where you at, George?
This is obviously